Hello there, all of you beautiful pixels. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a lovely Thursday night tonight. Welcome to a Thursday night here on Truly Bedrock. So excited to have y'all with me tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are, it's been a while since it feels like I've been on the server, even though it's been last Friday. I think actually last Friday was the last time I was on the server, so we're gonna spend some time playing Minecraft tonight. I'd rather be playing Void Train, but that's because I'm addicted to it. And I think I need to wait because I think I finished chapter 1 and chapter 2 isn't out yet, I don't think. So, you know, we gotta wait a little bit. Otherwise, otherwise that's the only thing I'm gonna play. But yeah, welcome everyone to Minecraft Truly Bedrock. We're starting over here by our, I don't know, the lake area, is that what we're calling it? Last stream, we were working on this with Merely Adequate. I think we have like some stuff that's out. Yeah, we got some lights out, so maybe we need to fix those a little bit. Yeah, I'm not sure why those are out. We'll need to fix those. But anyway, yeah, I think tonight we're gonna be doing some work in the Nether, I think. I wanted to spend some time working on the Nether portal that's gonna connect some stuff. So, welcome. Yeah, that's gonna be the plan tonight. Mockbar, welcome. Hope you're having a lovely night tonight. Let me fly up here real quick. What is wrong with this? Why is this not working? Why does that not turn on, you wonder? Actually, why are these turned on? That's the part I don't understand. I don't understand. Oh, because of this. That's turned on. That's what's causing those to turn on. All right, that's causing that to turn on. Yes, okay. Let's find out why all this is turning on, shall we? Probably this? I think it's the carpet. I think it's the carpet. Let's fly over here real quick. I bet it's gonna be this. No idea why any of these are on. No idea why any of these are on. Okay, great, lovely. Everything's broken for no good reason whatsoever. Oh, except now those are, I don't know. Why are those not turned on? Do they need like a, I don't know. I don't understand. This is like some dark with. Neon Traveler, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're just getting started tonight. Hope you're having a lovely night. I think tonight we're gonna go working in the Nether, working on some Nether portals. So I haven't released a video for this yet because I don't know why. It's been a rough couple of 2 weeks, but we're gonna have a video here soon with the Nether portal and the ruins around it. We're gonna have the tree, some of our decorations. I had 5 things I made, and I've only count 1, 2, 3. Where's the other 4 things I made? Was it just like random terraining stuff? Okay. I have a video. It's gonna be 5 ways to make your world more interesting, and I definitely only have 1, 2, 3. Maybe 4. What was number 5? Oh, 5. 5 was this. This is gonna be 5 random decorations that you have scattered around the server. That's what it's probably gonna be. Congratulations, you've watched the entire video. Watch it when it comes out, please. Thank you. All right, we need to go. Well, I guess I need to remember what I have. So we're gonna pop into the Nether real quick. See what materials I have over there. Kind of lay out what I want the plan to be, and then we'll go from there. That Nether portal sound is very, very loud tonight. Where are we in here? Okay. So, yes, okay, this looks familiar. Yes, the Nether looks familiar. What materials do I have over here? We got some tuff, we have some dirt, and we have some dirt. We need to grab some other blocks, I think. Not quite sure what color combination I want to use quite yet, but let me walk you through what the plan is. Merely Adequate built up this Nether tallway. Holy cow, has he actually built down here too? This is what he does when he gets bored. When he gets bored, he's just like, I'm just gonna go build a Nether tunnel, like all the way down until the end of time. It's crazy. It's crazy. But he's built this Nether hall design, and I want to do something similar to it, but I want to kind of carry over the aesthetic that we have coming from our area that we have over in the overworld. So kind of the Gothic type arches, you know, that sort of thing. So what I was thinking that we would do is have like a double archway here, there, and here, and then maybe do something like similar over here. I'm not entirely sure what I want to put back here, because this portal has to be aligned here. If I made this portal any larger, it would conflict with the stuff that is down here, I think. And I don't particularly want to do that, since there's a ice tunnel of doom that goes, I don't even know where. I don't even know where that goes. I'm not going down there. I don't want to go down there tonight. Or my wing's not working. There we go. So what I think I'm gonna do is just kind of work on some gothic-ish looking arches, kind of carry over that theme we have from the overworld, and then go from there. I think we'll be okay starting off with tough, but I imagine we'll pull in some additional colors and block palettes maybe a little bit later, maybe some stone. I do want to see how far these tunnels go down now. Let's see here. That goes to there. Yeah, he's going quite a far ways. Oh, and he has this spooky tunnel down here. That's a big portal. That's gratuitously large, adequate. Let's see what's down here. I want to see just how long these tunnels have been extended to. There is the blue tunnel, which goes down to Moss Logic's place. Yep, okay. And then the magenta. Okay, random gas fireball that just spit out right there. Lovely, nice to meet you. Yeah. The Basalt Delta where I died at the very beginning of the season. Yeah, it's a gratuitous portal for sure. A little bit larger. A little bit larger than I think it needs to be. But hey, you want something symmetrical? You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Say, another thing that I would like to do once we have, I guess kind of let me walk through some stuff here real quick. I'm gonna have these arches out here, and then we're gonna make this, I'm going for like a chapel almost, like a Gothic medieval church, right? So you'll have the big arches, the stained glass windows, maybe some wood that comes over here. Like I want it to feel like the inside of like Notre Dame or a church or something like that from the outside, right? Just like, I don't know, something like that. But then out here, because we're going to have like stained glass on the outside, I've decorated with a little bit of grass. I don't know if any of this will grow. It might not. But what I want to do is like place some trees out here so that when you're looking through the corners, you can get more of a glimpse of kind of like the outside. So you have this weird little feeling where it feel like maybe for a little bit you're actually not in the Nether. And then you'll look right away and you'll see, oh, this is ugly green. This is ugly yellow green. I know exactly I'm not in the Nether, but yeah, that's gonna be that. We also have access to this over here, which is kind of convenient. I did want to have access to this. I know that he built this in here so that people could like get in really quick if they need to. But we're gonna kind of take advantage of that. I think the other thing I want to do too is because we're trying to straddling the magenta and the red portals, I want to kind of bring in some of the coloring. I want to bring in some of the coloring from these two things for the stained glass. So that's kind of going to be what my plan is, I think. Longhorn Gamer, welcome. Hope you're having a lovely night tonight. We're just getting started talking about what we're going to build over here. We're going to try to make like a medieval Gothic church over here with some nice big sweeping archways and, you know, kind of everything in between. So that's going to be the plan. I think there's a couple things that I do want to go get though before we start building. We need to head back through this portal. Let's see here if I can find my my stuff that I had. Watching football and lurking? Hey, you watch all the football you want to. Lurk all you want to. You are more than welcome to. Let's see. Where's how do I come out of this portal? Where's the door? There it is. I think a couple things I want to do. A side deal with the day rain. Oh, that's cute. There's Moss has a statue over here now. Aww. Moss's cat was not doing well. And I think passed. Golly goodness. I want to get up here. That's a very good job with the eyes, by the way. That's a very good job with the eyes. How did he do that? That is, that's a banner. Got it. Yeah, this is very, very cute. This is very, very cute. I don't know why he has a mangrove tree here. Random mangroves. All right, so I think a couple things I want to grab are some glass. And then I want to maybe carry across some of this block palette. So if we can get some mossy Mossy stone, mossy cobblestone. We'll kind of mix it with the tough, and we'll go from there. I need to see if I have these materials, though. I should. They'll be in the dungeon. I mean, the basement. Down here. Let's see. What do I have? Do I have anything good down here that has materials? Yeah, there's some moss there. Where did I get all this moss from? Who did I rob all this moss from? Oh, I got that from the yard. That's right. It wasn't a robbery. It was given to me. Yeah, we have stone here. Old Rusty, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a lovely night tonight. We're going to be working in the Nether tonight. Working on our Nether portal area. I'm just grabbing a couple of materials here, and I can kind of show that here in just a minute. I want this, I think. Maybe that, too. Maybe I'll bring some copper with me. I really like the copper, especially when it gets a little bit oxidized. Let's see here. I just want to look through. Maybe grab this stone, too. Let's see here. I want to see if I have any stuff. No, I haven't built the shroom farm yet. I haven't built the shroom light farm yet. It's been a rough couple of weeks for me. I haven't been able to be on the server as much as I want to. So we have this kind of like gothic-ish looking like ruined portal structure. And what I want to do is kind of carry across like the archways and the stained glass stuff, and carry over a little bit of few of the themes we have in the adequate already built in the Nether. He has a lot of tough, so I think we're gonna kind of make it look like a church that got sucked into the Nether, and the only surviving part of it is on the Nether side instead of the overworld side. I think that's what our plan's gonna be. I need to find, where did my where'd my blocks go? I got leaves. I'm looking for my spruce. Where'd my spruce box go? I guess that's sprucey. Is that all the spruce I have? Really? Here, hold on. Oh yeah, that's plenty. That's plenty of spruce. That'll do. That'll do. So yeah, let's climb up here. We'll get in the Nether where we don't have to sleep ever again. Hallelujah, amen. And then we're gonna fly on over here. Yeah, I think we're gonna work in the Nether all day today, all evening tonight. Trying to carry this kind of rough idea over. It's gonna be, I don't know, it's gonna be interesting. I may need to pop back over the overworld side and kind of see what how I made these arches, because I have a very, very short-term memory. But yeah, you can see over here, we've kind of already started. Adequate has this tough layout that he did. And I think I'm gonna kind of, like, the carry across that we're using tough, not necessarily these exact, like, pieces of stone and whatnot. I don't want to do that. But I want to kind of carry across the same general idea. But it's going to be like the way I would carry it across, not the way that Adequate would carry it across. It's going to be special. It's going to be special, super duper uber special. So I'm just trying to pull up where my notes were. It's always nice having your notes available, don't you think? Because I had the picture of what I kind of wanted to do, and now I can't find it because I have too many saved pictures on my phone. There it is. Yeah. So let me count this real quick. We have, please tell me this is an odd number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, what kind of psychopath did 14 blocks here instead of 13? That's an odd number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Well, at least I made it symmetrical. At least I made it symmetrical. But that ain't good. That's, oh, it's not supposed to be even. Boo. Okay. We need to think of a little plan, because we have to make this odd. Probably what we'll do, oh, what do I want to do here? We'll probably extend this. Hey, I just pulled another chest out of nowhere. Where did that, I did not have that in my inventory. Yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll maybe extend this out a little bit so that has like some design, and then we'll do the same over here, and then that's where our archways are gonna start, I think. Yeah, it's I say it's odd, but it's not, right? It's even. It's even. It's evenly odd. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's start with this. Let's just see how this goes. We'll have this here, here, and then that's gonna have to go, ain't it? Boop. Yeah, we're just gonna see how things end up. I have like a rough plan of what I want, but you know how this goes. Sometimes you have an idea, and with me, I usually don't know how that idea is gonna work out until after I built it. I don't know about you, but that's how my building goes. We build, and then sometimes it works out. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes we're left questioning our sanity. But only on days that end away. Okay, what would I like to do with this? We got a little bit of a dilemma here. I wonder if we can use some copper bars? Hi. I've been playing too much Void Train that now I don't know how to click the buttons correctly. Where'd my copper go? Copper. Okay, what I want to see is, will this connect? Yes, it will. Okay, I could be okay with this. I think we'll use this because this is red, and that'll kind of give us... Yeah, I think this will work. No, that will not work. Bad block. Where'd the rest of the copper go? We're gonna have to make some more copper bars, I think. Those aren't waxed, right? No, okay. Let's get these. We're gonna need to make a whole bunch of copper bars here. Where did my crafting bench go? Oh, it's in my inventory. Right where I left it. Excellent. Great job. Good job, Alaydriem. All right, let's see here. How do I make copper bars? That's probably enough copper bars. That's probably more copper bars than I'm ever going to need ever in the history of copper bars right there. Sanity is overrated. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know. Hey, welcome, Ron Bent. We're having a lovely night tonight. Nice of you to drop on by. Appreciate it. What do I want to do? Do I want to do the same for the outside is the question. Or do I want to maybe put something colorful behind it? I think we're going to do something colorful behind it. I think that could be like spicy to a degree, right? And then we have 13. So I'm trying to think of like what size I want my archways at. So let's maybe grab some tough blocks here. We're gonna do tough brick walls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This is gonna be center. And we're gonna do this here. Pick block. Wait, beep. Place that there. Place you here. I want to do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's a nice number. I like the number 7, just like I like the number 13. Ow, I don't like that block there, though. That hurts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah, that's right. I was gonna say, that's not right. It's right. I just can't math. I can't even is what I can't. All right, let's see here. How do I want this to work? These are not going to be as tall as I was originally thinking, is what the conclusion I am coming to. But basically, we're going to have like an archway, and then another archway here, and then like, I don't know, maybe we just have like 2 archways. Maybe we have 4 archways instead of 2. Hold on, thinking. Loading. Brain is loading. Processing. I think what we might do... let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Wait, 1? Wait, what? Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Yeah, that's right. What, I think I would really like that to be a more odd number. So if we can maybe shift this all over a little bit, I think that would be better. trying to think of what I want to do here. Because I'd like this to be like nice and symmetrical. And if this is even, that ain't gonna do it for us. That is not gonna, that ain't gonna jive pretty well. So we could knock this back, knock that over one, then we have to shift this over one. So if that's 7, and then this would be 7 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Ah, that poses a little bit of a problem, doesn't it? Okay, this is gonna have to be the center, which is gonna be a little bit weird, I think. That's gonna be a little bit weird, but I think we can make it work by making everything slightly asymmetrical. Yeah, we'll figure something out. We'll figure something out. What's the worst that can happen? It looks ugly, right? Right? Yeah, sure, it'll be fine. All right, so let's go bring this up to about where we want to. Just whatever feels right. And then we'll go there. What are we at? We're at Y level 41. 41 was where our feet is at. That could work. I might need to go a little bit lower. We could also leave this open to the sky is the other thing. So the thing I'm trying to figure out right now is what do I want the roof to look like? Because I want these to be like nice, big, tall arches, right? I want them to be nice, big, and tall. I'm not super worried about mobs spawning over here. So if we just had these be like really big archways and then kind of did the same in here. The lurk command doesn't work, but you're welcome to lurk. I don't know why it didn't work. Yeah, so if we had that there, kind of an archway here, and then we'll do like a big old window up there. And then maybe we just make this look like it's more ruinous than maybe I was originally envisioning. So rather than this being like the chapel that survived, this will just be more ruins over here. Let's see how it works. Let's just play around and see how things end up looking. I think I do want to grab a couple of these tough bricks though. Do I have any of the tough bricks? These look a little bit better. Probably also want to get like another chest that I could swap some building materials out. Fortunately, the Nether is very, very, very safe. So there really isn't any need to have like all my keepy me safe stuff on me right now. Like all I really need is like rockets and food and then the pickaxe, right? Everything else is kind of not necessary. Let's maybe put that up. Put these up to clear out our inventory a little bit. Do I have silk touch on me? Yes, I do have silk touch. Excellent day. We'll just place you here. That way I don't have you in my inventory. Oh no, here's what I should do. I should put this in my box. My bundle. Put your stuff in your bundle. That way you won't lose it, right? It's lost. Already lost it. I do think I want to make these be the bricks instead. But yeah, beautiful pixels. How was everyone's Thanksgiving? Hope you all had a nice Thanksgiving. I know it's adequate and I streamed on Friday, which was after Thanksgiving, but I imagine most of y'all were, you know, doing what most people do on Thanksgiving and the Friday thereafter. So hope everyone was having a great time. Ours was a little stressful, but you know, sometimes things just don't work out the way you want them to, and that's okay. Great. Pro tip, don't place stuff on that, because, like, it will break. I don't want to break adequate stuff. If I break his nether hub because all that concrete powder starts falling down, I will never hear the end of it. It'll literally be... He'll go into the console and he'll kick me from the server. No questions asked. I don't want to do that. Did I do that right? No, I didn't do that right. Okay. Nope. We need to go up. 41. I actually kind of like this. Going up one more block. And then we can place that there. And then just for like, to make my life easy, we'll build a little ledge over here. We'll remove this later, I promise. For now, it's there for the sake of convenience. It's building scaffolding is what it is. I actually don't even think I have... Do I have scaffolding on me? I should probably use the scaffolding I have on me, huh? That would be smart. Oh, except I can't, because that can't work there. Okay, got it. The universe... All is correct in the universe. Jumping. I'm getting a little bit of vertigo tonight. That's exciting. I think I've gotten vertigo playing Minecraft in a while. Uh, 41. And we'll place this right here. Do a little shimmy on over. Do-do. And then can I do walls? Yes, I can stack right on top of the walls. Perfect. Don't look down. I mean, it's safe here. This is a safe place to be. I'm not too worried about looking down. Not too worried about that. Okay, so let's do... This is gonna be a little bit weird. We're gonna do a little, like, connecting thing over here, just so it's easy to walk between stuff. Doop. Let's see here. And then what exactly do I want to do in order to handle this? I think maybe some spruce would be good. I think I'll use spruce in here to kind of carry the theme over that we have. So spruce trapdoors. It's a little bit darker of a color, but I think that we'll be okay. I think that we'll be okay with the coloring. All right, so let's do and then and then maybe like this. And then we need to figure out a way to bridge that a little bit more. Maybe we can get a trapdoor, but what I want to do is like kind of get an archway going. So I need to figure out like where, probably stairs here. Here, let's see. No. Don't look down. Everything will break if you look down. How do I want to do that? How do I want to make this work? Let's do, like, we'll just do the temporary blocks here for the moment. Yeah, let's do a temporary block here. I'd prefer this to be more symmetrical than it is, like nice and balanced in the center, but I don't think this is going to be balanced in the center the way I want it to. It's fine. It's fine. Let's see here. Can I? Oh man, that was professional. That was very, very smooth. Okay, so if we have this here, I think it's only 4 actually. Take a step back and look. Yeah, we can go up a little bit more maybe. What could make that a little bit wider? Yeah, so yeah, okay. Let's think about that. Shucks. You're impressed by my falling? Yeah, I'm impressed by my falling too. No one falls in this game like I do. I have the best falling. Okay, let's see here. It would be smart if I like made this actually symmetrical. So let's start with this. And then we knock this out. And then where'd my trapdoors go? Do. It'd be nice to like take a look, step back. How do I want this to look? I may need to go back in the overworld and see what I did. Great, because I fell anyway. We're going to go back in the overworld, and I'm going to take a look what I did there. Because I'd like to just mirror that, I think. Another portal loading. Here we go. It's always dark on this side. I'm taking a lot of damage. Okay, so what would be the best way to do this? Yeah, so those arches are a little bit thinner. How wide is this? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 7. That is 7. Okay. I need to think about this. I need to think about how to make this with kind of like a little bit of evenness. The other option that we could do to kind of thin the portals out a little bit could be to I'm thinking I have this too tall. Because people are going to come in here. Yeah, I think I need to knock these down probably 2 blocks. Is what I'm thinking initially for right now. What am I building? Fantastic question. So in the overworld, we have our portal, right? We have our portal that comes in here. What I'm trying to do is kind of carry over the same type of like ruined Gothic church style that we have from the overworld. So like this on the Nether side is like it's the other half of the church, if that makes sense. So on the overworld, like that's like a ruined Gothic church structure, and then in the Nether is the other kind of like half of it where it's more here. That's what I'm gonna try to do. But one of the things I want to do is I don't want these windows being this high, I think. And the reason I say that is because I want people to have a perception when they come in. And I think, who's here? Someone was just here. I want people to be able to see the whole thing, more or less. Right, so so when you're walking through here, I want the archways to not be so tall that you're like doing this. I want you to be able to walk in and kind of get an impression for them. At least that's what my plan is. So I think what I'll do is I need to... Yeah, I know they're a tool. It's right here. I had it. I just took it out. I didn't have it on me. The difficult thing is I have to make this an even arch instead of an odd arch, which is a little bit of a problem. I'm trying to just think of like how I want this to look. I have a very, very rough idea of what I want at the moment. No super duper concrete plans other than build the thing, which is pretty par for the course, I think. Oh, those are dark oak. Oh, hold on. Hold the phone. Those are not what I want. Are these all dark oak? Dark oak planks, dark oak logs. That's weird. I want spruce. Spruce is the prettier block. Let's see here. Let's make a bunch of these. And we're gonna need a whole bunch more of those. 32. 38. Okay. We'll do those. Ocean Vim, welcome. Hope you're having a lovely night tonight. Welcome to Truly Bedrock. Just hanging out here on the server tonight, building some Gothic ruins in the safest place on Earth, the Nether. Because why not, right? I'm glad you're here too. We've had an awesome day yesterday, going into today. Happy Thursday / Friday to you. We're gonna knock those out. I think this is like what I want to do. I want to get a rough idea of what I'm doing first. Let's see here. So then, over here, we would have... Get rid of you real quick. You would be here, like that. Ow. Well done. Well done, Alaydriem. Very, very skillful. Okay, so I'm gonna want this here. Like that. And then I just need to kind of figure out, like, what I want for... How I want these archways to work. I kind of want to go up, but I feel like I need more space, maybe. I'm gonna figure out, like, what the best way I can get more space in here would be. I have no idea what that ding was. Something dinged in my house. I think I'm dinging. One archway. It's tricky when they're even, I think. It's tricky when they're even. I suppose what I could do is like this kind of thing. And then we knock this out. And then I just need to figure out like how to connect those. And then if we have like that and then that there, maybe that needs to be a block taller. Here, let's take a peek. Ow. Yeah, that needs to be a block taller. Let's do this. And then this. I feel it actually needs to be 2 blocks taller, almost. Here, let's just take a glance. Take a glance over here, see how that looks. Awesome, that thing is right in the way. Let's move the scaffolding. Yoink. That could work. I could be okay with that. What we need to figure out is just how to connect those pieces a little bit better. That's kind of like the big gotcha at the moment. Now, let's also remove this. Maybe also, let's put this behind this. That way I'm not looking at something that's bothering me. Let's see here. What would be the best way to carry that over? I could use the copper. The copper could actually be a really good way to carry that over. Here, let's see. Where did I put that copper? We'll go over here. How does that look? Yeah, that pulls that over. I could be okay with that, I think. Maybe not that. Let's take a look how this looks. Okay, whatever. I don't like that. Creative use of floating lava. I may put lava behind it, yes. Because I want to do, these are like stained glass windows, right? So I want there to be like stuff behind it. So I was thinking of using like ice for one. We have a bunch of glass for another. Yeah, I know I missed. I always miss. I always miss where I fall. But yeah, the question is, How do I want to kind of get that archway going together? That's what the tricky part is going to be. That's the tricky part that I'm struggling with just a little bit, is how I want those arches to sit. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe I'm not. Who knows? I'll tell you one person who doesn't know. Me. I don't know. Piecing together as we go along. I don't like those wood slabs there at the moment. Or sorry, these trapdoors. I think they take away from stuff, and I do feel like this needs to be taller somehow. I'm trying to figure out how could we get like a half block more of height involved in this. That would be the super duper special thing. Can we do mini blocks with the tuff? Yes, we can. This could be interesting. Yeah, we could do that. That is certainly an option too. Ugh, no, that won't work. Let's see here. Can I get this to go on the bottom? Yes, I can, but it's got to be like perfect. Okay. Okay, I like that. Take a look here. Yeah, that's a little bit better. That's a little bit better. We may want to remove the copper from the bottom here. Place this there. Come on. Place that there. And that there. How does that look? Yeah, I could live with that. I could live with that, I think. Maybe I remove the bottom blocks. We need like something that's not quite pulling so much down. I think that works. I think that's an acceptable little archway here. Let's see if we can figure out this part now. So I guess we have two options besides falling off, which we're going to be constantly doing because I cannot stay on these things to save my life here. So, I don't like how those don't connect at the top. That's kind of annoying. So, I think those need to be the other way. What I was thinking of like having like a circular window up here. So we'll have like a circular window there and then like maybe a larger circular window here in the middle. I'm not entirely sure yet what I want to do. Still thinking about it. But I think those need to be inverted. See if we can do that real quick. And then I don't like that those don't connect. Oh, I can't stand on this game. Yeah, there we go. Sure, why not? Why not? Just place everywhere but where I placed you. It's fine. Okay, great, excellent. That's a spot I can fall off to, apparently. Yeah, so I don't think I like that because it doesn't connect to anything. Then how do I want to do this? See if we can grab And how does that look? That sticks out too much. Definitely is not the right decision to have there. But we could have these trapdoors here. No, I don't like those either. Can we do these mini blocks here? No, because they stick in too much. What I would like to do is I'd like to like force this right here. I'm not sure if we have a block that can force that to happen. GG, stop falling. That's what I'd really like to happen. I'd like to force this extra texture to come out without having something visually here. I wonder if there is something we can do that can potentially force that. Maybe these? No, those do not. That's interesting. What would be a block that can force that texture to get pulled out? Maybe a fence gate? And that can kind of just be like maybe a weird texture that's in the center. Connected to horizontal, yeah. I could be okay with that. Yeah, I could be okay with that. A little bit interesting of a texture there. But I think it is what it is. Here, let's see here. I may want to replace this also with... Let's see here. Replace... Great. That with that. That with that. And then put our mini blocks underneath that, maybe. That way that has a little bit of extra extension going on there. That could work. Yeah, I could be okay with that. And then, you know, all these copper stuff that we put over here. Is that? Yeah, we'll need to replace that, I think. Let's see here. Boop, boop, boop. Oh. Really? That's a full block there? Okay. Okay, so then like that, and then that becomes that. Then I think that needs to be another block right there. Right here needs to be another block for that to be truly symmetrical. All right, let's see how that looks. And replace that with a whatchamacallit? One of these fence gates right there. I bet if we did that, that would help balance that out a little bit. And again, I'm just trying to go for like what the vibe I want is right now. This is going to be probably a little bit destructed after the fact. So we'll make this look a little bit distressed. I think this needs to be replaced with the mini block. I'm trying to use the mini blocks. Right? We have them on the server. I really haven't used them. I'm trying to take advantage of them. They're not the easiest thing to add in. Let's see, hold on, how's that look? Do I like that better or no? Why can I not make that jump? I am horrible at jumping today. Yeah, okay, those I think need to be the, they need to be this, I think. I think that's what that needs to be. Or more fence gates. You know, more fence gates. Yeah, I think it needs to be this, because that forces that texture to get connected up there. Okay. Gonna be what it's gonna be. Let's go over here. Okay. I think I could be okay with that. Let's see here. We'll place block. Connecting block here. And then we just have to repeat this, I think. So we're gonna place place you there and then there. Place you here. That there, that there. Connect. Have our stairs be upside down. And then we force this texture by doing this. And then, like, you aren't gonna really see that, I don't think, unless I exaggerate it, so I think I'm okay with that. I think I'm okay with that existing. Where's our trapdoors? Let's get those in place. Ooh, you know, instead of trapdoors here, here's something that could look good. We put the copper here. There's a little bit of gap in the texture. But I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. It is the worst thing in the world because then it looks way too symmetrical. Man, I cannot stay on this scaffolding. Scaffolding is not for me, folks. Let's replace this as well. Seriously, I'm horrible at this game. Horrible. I need to get good. I think I like that. Do we like this? What do we think? I think this is kind of like the right direction to go. Let's clear out these blocks right here real quick. And then we can bridge this down. And then I think what we need to do here, I think we need to like make this texture pop a little bit more. What do I have that can make this pop? We have... What do I have that can kind of give this a little bit more of a sheen to it? Glass. I guess mossy stone, maybe? I just want it to, like, be inset a little bit. Yeah, I think you're right. Copper grates could work here. I think that would actually look really nice. We just need to have another texture behind that a little bit so that you can't see the background so much. Yeah, it's either it needs to go in or it needs to go out. And I think actually going in here is a really good choice. And then, like, we just have that behind that. That will help, because we're gonna put like stuff behind this, right? So like this may be the archway, right? But there's gonna be stuff behind this. Oh, or not. Or maybe. Yeah, let's see here. I need to bring this up, I think, to there at least. Okay. Let's knock the scaffolding down real quick. The same thing over here. See how things look. See how we feel. Get all of our scaffolding. Okay, so we're going for like you're entering like a Gothic cathedral church, right? This just needs to go. I'm sorry. Iris Bear, welcome. Hope you're having a lovely night tonight. Thanks for dropping by on this Thursday evening with us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, and so remember, this is just like to help me walk across because I'm lazy. That could work. Okay, I think this could work. I think that could work. Let's maybe build the second set of arches, and then we'll see how we feel. We'll see how we feel. I think also, like the mini blocks just aren't, they just aren't resonating with me super much. They don't have the verticalness that I was hoping for. Whereas that helps, I think, this like stand taller a little bit. It gives the illusion that it has more height than it really does. Okay, let's do the same thing over here. We just need to repeat this. Oh, we're gonna need more of these tough blocks. Make a whole bunch of walls. Aghast. No. And here's why. The question is would Aghast work better? No. The reason why is because they have minds of their own and they just wander everywhere if you fall off of them. I wish that you could like... Ghast need a parking brake is what they need. If Ghast had a parking brake that didn't involve me standing on their head, I think that they would be amazing. Because then I could like just be like, stay here instead of like floating around. Because they float around and next thing you know, your Ghast is all the way over there and like, well, I'm building over here, friend. It's like, nope, gone, I'm gone. I don't want to be involved in your building, you crazy thing. Yeah, camera count. Yeah, I suppose I could, but then it can't be in spectator, which is annoying. Yeah, a parking brake for safety. I mean, that's exactly what it's for. Have you put your parking brake on your gas today? Is your refrigerator running? You better go catch it if it is. I don't like that, to be honest. Oh, I see. I've done something wrong. I see why I don't like that. Here, we can fix that. Cause that's that. That's that. Do I have that one, 2 block, one mini? Yeah. Yeah, that's a block too high. Mummy Bear, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a lovely night tonight. So nice to see you. Thanks for dropping by. I know it's late for you. How you doing? Hope you're having a lovely day. See, this needs to be there. It needs to be there in order for that to be symmetrical. Same dealio over here. Okay, can we make this? Aha, I'm good. Nope, that's not right. Boop, boop. And then this can go. And then I just need to figure out what goes behind that. Yoink. Shucks. I'm not good. You can tell that my Minecraft skills are rusty. It's only 4 a.m. Oh no. Oh no, it's one of those days. Oh no. I'm doing alright. We're just over here in the Nether tonight. Building some spooky gothic stuff to match our overworld decor. $3 p.m. over there. Hey, there you go. Okay, so let's do, we need you there, you here, a trapdoor there, a trapdoor here, copper grates, yep. Man, if I were good at this game and staying on scaffolding, I'm gonna get the dirt out at this point. Hold on. I know how we solve this problem. I'm tired of feeling really dumb. Where's my dirt? Ah, yes. The better person scaffolding right here. Ain't no mistakes with this block. I'll tell you that. Yeah, we're working on our Nether portal area. So the Nether hub is this big black box of sadness. I'm just kidding. It's not sad. It's actually quite wonderful on the inside. But our portal over here needs to be balanced out a little bit because this goes to our lake area. And on the other side, we have this like castle ruin structure thingy. And I was wanting to carry over the vibe that we have on the overworld side over to here. Hi there. Salt. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're trying to carry over the vibe. Now there will be no mistakes. Probably. There's gonna be more mistakes. But the likelihood of mistakes has now dropped by 3%. Very scientific and concrete number. If you say so. I did say so. I did, thanks. Thanks for noticing. Hey, I don't know. No. Why you be like this? There, that's better. Behave yourself, silly block. Okay, we need to get a trapdoor here-ish. And does that fit? Oh, look at that. Fits perfectly. If that were any more perfect, it would be designed by me. Okay, and then trapdoor there. And we just need some stuff there. Okay, good. Let's go over here. Repeat the same thing over here real quick. We'll do that. And we'll do that. Do this. Make that go there. Block here. And then where's this? That needs to go. Oh, okay. Gonna need to go there. And then trapdoor up like that. And then we just need the mini block. Let's make a couple more of those mini blocks here real quick. How many do I have to make of those? We'll go with 32 for now. 32 is a nice round number. Oh, here, I have the ultimate trick, too. Here's how I'm gonna solve all of my problems. go. Now I don't have to deal with scaffolding. Yes! Big brain. Big brain, zero scaffolding moment right there. Let's see here, we have that there. And then we'll repeat that. Was it that one? Yeah, it's this. It's that, right? Yes. Yeah, okay. Okay, let's fly down here. Fly down here and make sure we have at least the start of the vibe right. Okay, here we go. So you're gonna come in through here, and then you see like these are the arches, right? That's what we want to see. These are gonna be. This is gonna be the same pillar design that we have over here, just to try to help blend that a little bit and carry over some of that design element, which is what I want to do. Probably get our shovel too, so we can clear out these other blocks. Okay, do the same thing over here. Hey, all my scaffolding where my ladder just went. It's all gone. Oh well. Find another place for my ladders to go. Ladders. Let's put our ladders right here. That'll be okay. Yeah, okay, so then what we need, okay, so what I'm gonna do is fall, and then I'm gonna get we're gonna get the rest of the arches in. So let's finish out, let's add this pillar, and then these two arches, and then we can figure out like what we put up here. And what I would like to do is, I think I'd like to have like maybe like a diamond shape here with two circles on top maybe, or like a circle, like 4 circles. That may be a little bit too tall though, especially since I don't want to like build a roof on this really, because I'm thinking we're gonna leave this open to the sky. I don't know, we need to think of like what some ruinous design elements that we can add in, because remember we do need to distress this, like for example, like not all of this is going to be this perfect nether stuff, you know. We're going to do a little bit of like this. Maybe the arches are a little bit broken in some places too. You know what I mean? So yeah, so we're going to be like tinkering with that a little bit. Yeah, so I don't want to go like so high, but anything that we build up here is going to be probably like crumbled and ruined a little bit. And then I don't think like the roof, I don't think will really matter, because the main thing I want to add is like some stuff behind here. I did remember what I wanted to put behind here though. I wasn't going to do just stained glass. What I wanted to do is I wanted to figure out if I could either use banners or blocks to have like a starry night like painting behind it. It may not be enough, but if I had like a mural of like a starry night like pixel art with like the wavy kind of patterns, and I had that as the background here, I thought that could be pretty neat. I don't know exactly how I'm gonna pull that off, but that I think is the really, really rough plan of what I would like to do. I haven't figured out how I'm gonna do it yet. When I know, you'll know. But that's the idea. All right, let's get some tough walls. Not so tough now, are you? Yeah, some iron bars. Here, Mummy, I'll show you what the overworld looks like. That we'll have. Do 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 do. Whoa, it takes a while to load. So over here in the overworld side, we've got like this, and I was doing exactly what you suggested, where you have the copper bars. I actually like the copper bars if they're on like the last stage before the last stage of oxidation, they're really weathered, because then it really looks like rust. It really looks like rust has kind of gotten in. And I know there's no rain in the Nether or anything like that, but a little bit of like that rusted bar stuff, I really, really like kind of as a structure. But this is like the general idea of what we're doing. Maybe I just do what I did over here and we just copy over like those 3 circles. Maybe that's just what I do. Problem is it's not aligned the way I want. But yeah, iron bars would work too. We're just gonna be here for a while for that copper to oxidize. Things that Adequate and I both wish we could do is like have the copper be oxidized the way you want it to, rather than needing to wait. So like here, for example, once this gets to like that second to last stage, I think it's a really, really nice color. But we have to wait like a really, really long time for it, unfortunately. Yeah, like something like that. Just like stone is chipped out and the rebar is oxidized is still there. Mine a trial chamber, but it doesn't have, but you can't make copper bars. You can only make copper bars in this. Trial chambers don't have pre-weathered copper bars, do they? Do they? If they do, well, you all know what my favorite thing to do here in Minecraft is. Raid a trial chamber. Gotcha. You thought we were doing something else tonight. You're wrong. We're raiding a trial chamber. You thought you escaped it. You didn't. How tall do I want this to go? I guess it doesn't really matter. As long as it really matches, like, whatever this is. What does that need to be? Maybe, like, right here? I'm gonna match what Adequate did over there. Okay, maybe we just like leave this there for now. I'm not entirely sure how I want to approach that quite yet. We'll get there. Oh, okay. Actually, maybe I want to do this here. Golly goodness. Wow. Game, will you align the blocks in the direction that I want them to? Thanks. I just fell again. You know, it really is not my strong suit in this game. I am not good at staying on top of these bars. Okay, let's try this again. Oh my gosh. Align, align, align. There we go. Which one do I like better? I think I actually like that better. Let's go down one block here. But then that doesn't align quite right. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Because I kind of want, like, this still. But then these things don't align just right. Think, 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 think. How do I want that to work? Yeah, I want that to feel like it's connected. Irisberry, you like seeing the progress? Thanks. If it feels like it's utter chaos, that's because that's how my brain works. Yeah, I'm glad you like the process. I like the process too. I usually like the process more than the finished results sometimes as well, which is its own separate little set of interesting issues. Trying to like give this something behind it that looks more interesting, that's more than just like wall, right? And there needs to be something more than just, and then there was a wall. Let's get these in. This will help with the visualization just a little bit too. The trapdoors, I think, will help. Let's get those in place. Doop. We'll get this in over here as well. It's a little bit weird. I think we need to go down. That needs to be a solid block as well, unfortunately. Yep, jump. So that needs to be solid. Which really does leave there a lot to... There's a lot to be desired there, isn't there? These pillars may be a little more trouble than they're worth. I wanted to carry through this design, right? Because, like, I want it to feel, like, connected to the hub somehow. But... it doesn't quite fit the way I was thinking. I suppose if we'd, like, placed bars in there and made it a little bit distressed, that would help lighten it up. Let's table that thought then maybe for a little bit. We'll table this. Yep. Yeah, we'll just trust this a little bit. Okay, My issue is that this is too... it's too much of the same. There's too much sameness happening. Just too much of that same texture. Let's see if we can break that up a little bit. We're gonna need, what we're gonna need is some stone. Stone and cobblestone solve a multitude of sins. Especially if it's mossy cobblestone. Mossy cobblestone makes all your problems go away. Oh, no, not that. Hello there, beautiful pixels over from Genfire Stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're all having a lovely night tonight. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you who don't know, my name's Alaydriem. I'm over here on Truly Bedrock, and tonight we're in the Nether, doing some very, very safe and cozy building while we try to match kind of the aesthetic we have in the overworld. Kind of build like a gothic-ish church here in the Nether to align with our Nether portal we have on the overside. Genfire, hope you're having a lovely night tonight. Thanks for sending your folks over. How are things doing? How's things doing in bingo night? Thursday's bingo night, right? Hope things are doing well. Yeah, and it's okay. Sometimes you gotta do it. Sometimes bingo's more important than TB, right? Let's be honest with ourselves. I can be honest with myself. Any night I feel like bingo is a good night. Yeah, there you go. The retirement home? Sorry. Sorry. That's every time that I would go to the retirement home when we were like caroling when I was younger, it's like they're always playing bingo. Always playing bingo. What are you practicing for, Chen? I don't, is there like a big bingo night coming up soon? Sorry, that was cold and crass. I apologize. I hope you laughed though. Sorry. Well, you said I'm practicing for a certain something. I'm sorry. This is why I shouldn't be streaming. When you're streaming, you just have to keep the flow of conscious words coming out. It's a bad thing for me. Event coming soon, not announced yet. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that'll be exciting to watch. Yeah, welcome. Thanks for sending all your folks over. I'll do my best to try and take care of all your folks for you. Yeah, I mean, by the time I retire too, we better be playing video games the entire time. We're gonna be sharp as sharp things. Yeah, that doesn't bode well, does it? I mean, come on into the Nether, Jen. Come on into the Nether. You're more than welcome to come on into the Nether. I'm just by the portal. It's nice and safe. Nothing's come and tried to murder me yet. So sharp. Yep. Old age is gonna be good on me. Yeah, I'm in big trouble. I'm in big trouble as I age. It's all downhill. I've had a really bad like set of memory lapses recently. Keep losing things. Throw tantrums for games. Yeah, there you go. Let's see here. Yeah, so, I mean, the issue that I have here is, like, you have to follow a pattern when texturing, and that right there is not it. It has to... Random, I don't think, works. Right? Random is not, I don't think, the right approach for this. It has to be structured in a better way. So let's see here. So how do I want this structured? Basalt and mossy cobble. Let's start with those two. We'll start with this, and then that. And then what I'll try to do is build the wall. Hey, Jen. Thank you. I needed the motivation. Appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, Genfire. Let's see here. So what I would like to do is like bring this up a little bit. I need to be on a block. And then we'll have the tough brick wall here. And then it would be really nice to have like mossy cobblestone walls, I think. Can I make some of those? Yes, I can. Oh yeah, Mummy Bear, if you gotta go get some sleep, yeah, by all means. I appreciate you dropping by. But I know how early it is for you, so make sure you get plenty of sleep. Or how early it is, I should say. Jen, I've been working on my own tunnel, so I did the red tunnel out just past the mine. Nice. Yeah, I was wondering who was working on that. It's going great. I like it. I like it. Let's see. Ocean Vin, not applesauce. Applause. Applause for Jen, not applesauce for Jen. Okay. I can't read. Reading is hard. Retirement is gonna not be good for me, I think. Bad things await me in retirement. No apple juice, applesauce sound for Jen. You know, sometimes a cup of applesauce really does make the day better. Oh, am I really out of mossy cobble walls already? Mummy Bear, thanks so much for dropping by. Have a nice night. Have a nice day. I like applesauce. I do like applesauce. Nope, that's not it. That's wrong. Wrong. Do better. Do better, Alaydriem. We want this connected to that. And then maybe like that. There isn't enough wall to do a decent texture is the problem. I'm trying to texture something that really isn't meant to be textured. That looks okay. This, I don't know. I find this a little bit complicated. Okay, well, enough messing around with that, I think. Back to arches. Back to arches, I think. Or maybe not, actually. Maybe we need to complete this. Let's maybe complete this. I don't know, like, why not? Let's do some texturing. Why not? It's all for funsies. You're probably asking me the important questions. Why is moss growing in the Nether? Isn't it too hot here? Wouldn't everything die? Probably. Or maybe this whole place got zipped in through a magical portal and that's why it's here in the first place. Who knows? Certainly not the guy who made it. I'll tell you that much. He don't got a clue. Let's see here. How can we... Let's texture... Yes. Mossy. Tough brick. No, tough wall. Regular wall, regular wall. Regular wall. Do I have another wall? Is there another wall piece here? No, I don't. Cobblestone. Mossy. Why not? I mean, that gives it like a little bit of color. I don't like the blandness, but I think it needs to be. In the Nether, everything will look so bland unless you do something otherwise, you know, so I think just a little bit of variety is actually a smart thing to do here. I think it's sometimes just the right idea. Just a little bit, just a little bit. Now what I don't like is that right there. We'll need to get rid of that. Where'd my ladders go? Okay. We'll figure out what goes there here probably in a little bit. I know it's not this though. Thought it was that. It's not. Where'd my mini blocks go? Mini blocks, here they are. Trying to use the mini blocks in a build, and boy oh boy is it not easy to do. Thanks, Mummy. You have a lovely night. And actually, Adequate has, I mean, this place is spawn safe. There's a mob switch all the way up there. So yeah, this place is coasty toasty safe. Ain't nothing gonna hurt me here. Except Genfire. She might hurt me. That's a distinct possibility I hadn't considered. Let's finish these arches. No. Arches there, copper grate here. Is the copper not oxidizing here in the Nether? I think, are we just not waiting long enough? I feel like we've been here a very, very long time, and this copper hasn't even started to oxidize yet. Does copper oxidation not occur in the Nether? That doesn't feel right. Uh-oh. Really Adequate's on the server. Danger, Will Robinson, danger. And Zloy's on the server too. Oh, there's extra danger happening right now. We're in the danger zone here on the server. The popular kids just logged in. Alright, let's see here. Hey, it's Zloy. So Zloy's gonna be mad at me because he's gonna be like, this is what we were talking about last night or the night before. And it's like, well, yeah, but this is what I was thinking about it. This is what I've been thinking about for like ever since I built the overworld portal side. But what he's not doing, he's not putting Starry Night behind here. That's the difference. Chloe's got some special magic stuff he's going to be doing over with his area. Y'all will see it soon. Y'all will see it soon. No questions about that. I kind of want this to match, actually. Instead of that going down there, maybe this can be... It's in the hype channel. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, this was my plan for this area. This is why I felt primed for it the other day when we were talking, because like, yeah, that's what I'm building over here in the Nether. Gotta match the motif I have going on the overworld side. Oh, thanks. Looks okay. We'll get there. Problem is they're just really, really big arches. We need to get up there to place this. And that goes there. Kind of annoyed that... Did it do the shout out for everyone? Or is it just... Or is my bot just like on strike again tonight? Genuinely, it's... My bot's on strike again. Okay. I thought I fixed it, but now it ain't working still. Bleh. Bot fail. Well, yeah, it's... Well, I mean, it's a me fail, but the thing is I don't know why it started failing. Like, I know that I'm the problem. The problem is I don't know what changed, why it stopped working all of a sudden. I didn't update StreamerBot or anything like that. It's just like the whole thing's misbehaving for some reason. Pick up all my stuff. Does grass grow in the Nether? I don't think grass grows in the Nether too. Does anyone know? Does copper oxidize in the Nether? All these things happen in the Nether. They do happen in the Nether. I just don't feel like it just isn't happening. We've been here for quite a while. All right, let's do tough. And we'll do like a, oh, no, not that. Block here. Then I'll deliberately leave that with a gap. Oh, maybe. Maybe what I want to do actually is leave this with like a deliberate gap. We leave that deliberately like that. I mean, it's a little ruinous. Okay, so that is the first part. That's the first part of what we're doing. The second part is that we need to add kind of the, how do I want to describe this? I want there to be like circle arches, like here, there, and then like above it maybe. I'm trying to decide if I want to carry over the exact pattern we had in the overworld, or if we want to maybe do something a little bit different. Because I don't know, it's a little bit tricksy. It's a little bit tricksy to try to figure out exactly what we want to do. Camburger, welcome, welcome. Good evening. Hope you're having a lovely night tonight. Happy Thursday to you. Poses the problem because this is not symmetrical the way I want it to be. If it were better symmetrical, it would be better. I know that makes absolutely no sense. I suppose the other thing that we could do too, and what I think actually would look cool, so if we completed the arch, like from there, right? And we completed the arch that went up here and then had a big old stained glass window there with maybe two smaller circles here and then just like a V shape. I think that would be, that might be actually what how I want to tap this off. Okay, so the question is how big do I want that circle to be? How big do I want that circle to be? You know what? You know what I think would help too? Maybe some signs. Oh yeah. Lowering the VIP cost. It's important. Taking care of the very, very important business, Longhorn. Appreciate it. Okay, bum. How do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? Let's start maybe with some slabs. I'm gonna try to articulate what I'm thinking. Visually, of course. I'll put some up, place some items up too. Your finger slipped. Oh, I don't know. What'd you do? I don't know. Relic works with with uppercase. Hey, I didn't know that. That works. Why does that work? But the other stuff doesn't. Who knows? Oh, you increased it? Oh, you did. Man, great use points. Off to a great start. Okay, let's get up here. And then, like, what I would like to do is like that. If that makes sense. If that makes sense of like kind of what I'm trying to think about what I want to do. Maybe that needs to be up one. Maybe just do like one big window instead. Doors. Nah, I can't place that where I wanted to place it. Think. Get. Hello. Hey, look, it finally oxidized. Wow, that took forever and a day. Excellent. Great landing. You did tell me. I just didn't believe it. For a whole bunch of very valid reasons. Mostly trust related, because I don't trust this game anymore after all the GDK updates. Okay, what I want you to be is right there, I think. No, I didn't. That's why I started making tutorials, Longhorn. Because I didn't trust this game to be consistent and reliable. Literally, the whole reason why I started my YouTube channel was because this game was buggy and unreliable, and I couldn't find tutorials on how to make it not buggy and unreliable. And things have played out pretty fine so far. Bug Rocket of the Week? I mean, I logged in, so yeah, Bug Rocket of the Week achieved. 100% has happened. No, is that a silent thing? Where he does the Bug Rock of the Week? I don't really know. This game drives me a little bit bonkers zany sometimes. Man, my skill with standing is... I think I might be the best person at scaffolding in the game at the moment. Okay, so let me kind of back up. And then I can try to explain the very, very rough idea of what I want to do. So, well, for starters, I think that is too big of a circle. But if you can imagine, like that we have a circle up here that fills that. And then we'd have an arch that go like to the top of that circle. But I think that circle is, I think it's just too big. I think it needs to come in one block maybe, I think would be the right approach for this. I mean, actually, yeah, it's too big because it'll be like way up there otherwise. And I don't think I want the arch being that tall. So let's see if we can... Let's see if we can get that archway shaped a little bit better. It'd be tricksy. Okay, so the problem is that right there is not... it's not a, can't fit a slab there, or a stair there. Let's see. Man, if I were any better at this game, man, I'd go pro or something. Okay, half decent at that. Yeah, what I really need here is It all needs to come up one block is what needs to happen. It all just needs to come up one block. That'll solve everything. Maybe. If we have that there, that here. Oh no. You just have to open it if you want to play. Hey, Ocean Vim, thanks for dropping by. Appreciate you. Hope you have a lovely night. Lovely rest of your day. Yeah, staring at Minecraft for 30 minutes. Still trying to start. Buggy game. Sorry, I'm sorry it's giving you issues. I know it's not fun when it does that. Man, trying to think of like what's the best way to get this to align the way that I want. It's interesting that you need Wi-Fi to launch Minecraft. You could disconnect it from like the Wi-Fi, right? And then it should just load because it'll be like, oh, I don't have internet. That's what I'm saying, like, if you disconnect it from the internet, it should say, oh, you don't have internet. I'll just load the game anyway for you now, since I see you don't have internet. Sometimes that works. Oh, yeah, if you want to play on your realm, you're right. Tiny implementation detail problems. You know, they're just the little things. Little things. Use it for your solar world. Yeah. Yeah, that's smart. I've gotten to the point where I can't really play Minecraft on my Xbox anymore. I genuinely can't stand using the Xbox controllers. They're just too clackety. And I don't know if it's just because, like, my children are very, very, they're extra clicky with the controllers, for lack of a better word. Yeah, sometimes it's a little bit difficult to get into the right mindset for that. No, I mean, it's not their fault, right? Not their fault. It's 100% my fault, without a doubt. I'm gonna decide if I like that or not. I don't. Why am I so bad at standing? Oh yeah, the Switch. Yeah, the Switch is extra bad. When I had a Switch account, I would play, right? Like I had my server set up so I could access it from my PC. I could access it from my Xbox, and I could access it from my Switch. So when I got done playing on my computer, I could log onto the Xbox, and then I could play Minecraft with the kids. And then when I was done playing with the kids, when I was in bed, I could play on the Switch. And then, yeah, you get it. It gets very, very confusing. Crouch. I mean, I try to. It's not working well, apparently. The problem exists between the keyboard and the chair, 1000%. Brutus Bartimer, welcome. Tried playing on the Switch with your niece. Yeah, the controller config, it's backwards. It's backwards, and it takes a while. Like, you just have to know where stuff is, but yeah. I 100% have issues on the Switch, so I just stopped playing it. I've been told that that's my brain elasticity is plummeting like a brick. How do I want this to go? Yes, 1,000% it's a skill issue. I'm not denying this. The issue is the player. 100%. I just want to kind of finish this archway and see how it turns out. Get good. I mean, you know, it's solid. Listen, get good is not an insult. It is solid at technical advice. When your problem is skill, the answer is get better. Yeah, no, I don't take offense to that. That's the reality. I need to get good. Yeah, let's get some slabs. D. Foster, welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having a lovely night tonight. Just over here on Truly Bedrock tonight. Alright. We're trying to make sure that we can stand on this ridiculous dirt blocks. That's what we're trying to do tonight. Anything else is secondary to that at this point. Okay, so AA. No. Copper here, mini block, repeat the same over there, and I think we have an archway. So let's grab those. Do I have mini blocks on me? Yes, I have mini blocks. Let's go get our copper. Night Sky, welcome, welcome, welcome. So nice to see you again. We're having a lovely afternoon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Just over here in the Nether, building some spooky stuff. It's not spooky. The Nether is incredibly safe. It's cozy. That's what the Nether is right now. This is a cozy Nether. Okay, let's do a mini block here. Ah, that was a rocket. Work is done for the week. Oh, super envious. Very envious. Glad your work's done for the week, though. I gotta do that work thing again tomorrow. It's okay. I like my job for the most part. I like doing what I do. Let's say that. Being a software engineer is, it tickles my brain the correct way. Okay, we need to fix this up here. Get rid of this. Get rid of that. This is gonna break everything. Then replace it with this. Then place a slab back here. Nope. Except for the users, my job is great. Yeah. If we didn't have any users, things would be fantastic. Right? Right? No, I like where I work. I like what I do, and I like where I do it. But I do wish that I could have like a month vacation. Okay. We might go a little bit longer tonight. Just a little bit. So here's what I would like to do. I want to get the circle like the way I want it, and then I want to build the arch that like goes up to the top here. I think that these arch thingies is the wrong approach. I think that might be better. Probably need to clear out the top. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, in fairness, if you were dealing with copiers, like I understand everything. Say no more. I understand all of the issues. Man, I am just not good at this game tonight. All right, try this again. If I ever have to touch a Konica Mantola ever again, I might scream. I don't like that. I thought I did, but I don't. I was wrong. Maybe we can do like this over here. Yeah, well, I mean, I didn't decide to use a Konica. It's just like, that's just what I had to deal with. I don't think anyone wakes up. A Konica's not like IBM. You don't wake up and like, well, no one ever went wrong for going with IBM. Konica's a deliberate choice if you want to torture the people who are using them. I wonder if we like pull this out just a little bit. Does that make that look a little bit more circular? It's kind of like a little bit, it's a little stout, but hear me out. But hear me out. First off, you didn't see that. Second off, if we're thinking about this from ground level, right? If you think about this from ground level, it's actually okay that that's a little stout because you aren't going to be able to tell it's not perfectly circular. And I think it actually does look perfectly circular from down here at the ground. I think that's actually a pretty half-decent optical illusion that exists there. Because you can't tell that that's not circular from down here. And I think that makes it work the way I want it to. Longhorn, what did you write? I never had to work on printers. I was mid-level Canon copiers, 40 to 60 CPM. They sent you to look at a low-end clamshell desktop model, and they told you just to pretend to look at it and reschedule it for later. Ah, I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! I know that is what techs do. Longhorn just admitted it. We'd have so many people who would come out to service the copier. I mean, we had a pretty good rep when I used to work at a copy shop. We had a pretty good rep, and they were pretty reliable. But there would definitely be times with, like, we'd call them and be like, yeah, we're going to have to reschedule for no good reason whatsoever. Yep. Highly relatable experience. No one's ever going to see this from over here. I don't know why I'm over here. Okay, here's what I would like to do. Before I'm done streaming tonight, what I would like to do is I'd like to get this top arch on. That's what I'd really like to do. And then the next time we stream together, maybe we can like finish up these other archways, and then we'll have a third stream where we do like the Starry Night pattern behind this. I don't know what that's gonna look like quite yet, but I think that's kind of the rough idea of what I want to do. Okay. Arches. 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 I need to put some items away. Where's my stone? Yes, you're now a stone box. Congratulations, shulker box. You now have stone. Arches, almost as challenging as glazed terracotta. Yeah. What was your job? Fixing copiers, or was your job cleaning the covers? I mean, listen. Sometimes cleaning the cover is the job, right? Sometimes making the copier look pretty just so the customer feels better is the thing. That is definitely a story. It's like, you know, your printer would work better if it wasn't covered in, you know, all the toner you dumped on it. Maybe that's why your printer doesn't work right. Oh, was that whole chest of stone, really? Excellent. Excellent. Well, perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, so how do I want that to look? This is gonna be tricky because I need to somehow pull in the, like, I want this side texture without having an item there is what I want. Let's see here. Let's grab some more of this. I'm gonna make this foolproof. Even Alaydriem will be able to do it. You ready? Here's how we make this Alaydriem proof. We're just gonna make a better Alaydriem is what's gonna happen. There. Now I can't fall, he says, as he falls. No, they started checking the other checks on the team that were just wiping off the covers, doing nothing. Yeah. And you've seen a lizard get stuck in the control box? Jeez. Jeez. Okay. So, like, from here... Here. Actually, what is this? What did I just do here? That connects there. So up to 1. No, that ain't gonna work. We gotta figure that out. Later they said they were giving you an award for being one of the top 5 techs, but you had to come to the Christmas party. Oh! But they made you come to the Christmas party. Yep. Totally understandable. Hold on, what level was this? It's gonna be here and there. Man, it would be great if that were odd, but it's not. I'm gonna try doing this, maybe. Never worked for a company that had those kind of parties. I did for a number of years. They were usually fun. Yeah, I did not like the... People would get very, very, inebriated, for lack of a better word, during those types of parties. And, I did not... That was the part I definitely did not enjoy. I like to work with the people, but seeing them in that state was not so... Not interesting to me in the slightest. You learn a lot about people during those parties, and I'm one of those people who, like, if I learn something bad about you, I'm not judging you for it, but I'm judging you for it, if that makes sense. Like, it's hard for me to forget that you made a series of horrible decisions at a holiday party, and that's actually part of your character. So, yeah. I know, I'm a real fun person to have at parties. Yeah, I know. Here. I think actually what would go well here is maybe a trapdoor. We could start rounding this over with some stairs, maybe. Here. Yeah, optional happy hours were a thing. Yeah. The thing is, they aren't optional, are they? Not really as optional as they make them seem. I didn't appreciate that part either. The passive-aggressive optionalness. But that's not why I no longer work at that company. I don't work at that company because we sold it. And I got tired of the company who bought us. I don't think that counts that I fell. Because I didn't fall far. That counts. 100% that counts. Not great. Let's see here. Well, see, did I fall? I think that's really open to interpretation, I think, about whether I fell, because I didn't hit the ground. I fell on my platform, right? That was the whole goal? They're 100% open to interpretation. All my rules are subject to interpretation. I think that I would prefer that to be there. And then if we could just get like maybe some signs, maybe help smooth that over. Totally planned, 100% planned. Everything I do is planned. I planned for the falling to occur. Oh, see now that would have been a big fall. That would be a major rule violation right there. Like that. Maybe a fence there. Big step down. Yeah, that's right. I was stretching my legs. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yo, yeah, you got it. Nah, yeah, there you got it. Let's see here. One tech got fired for going home and sleeping while he was supposed to be working. He was moonlighting at night. I mean, I'm moonlighting at night. Playing Minecraft. Technically moonlighting. I don't have problems if people moonlight. It's weird that some companies do, though. I think the only rule is, like, you just can't... As long as you're not selling company secrets. Alright, let's, Oh, of course we're in the middle of an ad. Joy. Okay. Couple things. Let's think about this. That block and that needs to go. Fly up there real quick. Ow. This needs to go. That needs to go. 100%. Oh, not that. Break. Maybe we can get a mini block on top of that. Do I not have them in my inventory? We're out of mini blocks. Okay, excellent. I'm just not sure the best way to bridge that. Okay, let's fly over here. I know for sure those two need to go. Yeah, so like something like that. It could possibly be a little bit taller, but I think it's fine. I'm trying to think of like, either we need to bring the edges in a little bit. Yeah, I'm trying to think of like what would I would like. I think it could be taller. I think that's probably my only like self-critique on this, is that this could be taller, just like a block or two. I'm trying to decide. Because from like down here, right, you aren't gonna see any of that detail. It really kind of gets washed away, and no one's gonna be up there ever. So like instead of being taller, we could also like shrink it in a little bit. Move like these tough things over. Maybe we'll see what that looks like. Definitely I think that maybe we need to... Boop, boop. And then maybe just like this. Maybe just that. Maybe it is just that. Then if we can get the mini blocks to help bridge that I think would be okay. So what is this? Wall, whatever these are. Bar, wall, okay. See if we can repeat that over here. We'll do wall, bar, and then the bar there. And then we can just bridge that here, maybe? Yeah, let's go grab some mini blocks real quick. Mini blocks. 24 is a nice round number. Oh, closing counts for Circuit City. What a great place to be. I love Circuit City. I loved Circuit City. Okay, we need to get up to here. Place a block there, maybe? We just do that. Maybe that. Thinking. No, not that. Okay, I think this may be like it. And then we'll just like place these here just for like a little bit of decorative textures. My short arms don't reach. Oh. Great, not quite. Here, let me climb back up here. Yeah, sometimes having the office job is better than having the standing job at a retail spot, for sure. Okay, so am I okay with that? I think that block right there needs to go. Whoa. I think that right there is magically floating. Okay. I think that that's good enough. Probably. I know it's not like that isn't like the perfect arch, but I think it's I don't know. I need to probably stew on that a little bit. It needs to be taller, I think. I think it needs to be just a couple blocks taller. I don't like how the arch ended up around it. It's a tricky thing trying to get that arch just kind of the way you want it. I think I just need to like sit on it maybe for a little bit. I'm not sure about how I feel. Yeah, it needs to be more pointy for sure. It's too. It rounds off too much. I think I'm trying to avoid the height, and I need to embrace the height. Yeah. So I think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna ponder it for a little bit. Give some more thought to it. Probably play around a little bit more on the server when I'm not narrating everything. And I think that's what we're gonna do. We went a little bit long tonight anyway, so I think this is a good place to stop. For the night. All right, beautiful pixels. Thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for hanging out with me tonight. I hope that you've enjoyed this building spooky things in the Nether, even though none of it's spooky thing that we were doing. I hope that you enjoyed tonight. For those of you on YouTube, first off, thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a lovely night. Look forward to seeing you in the next video and in the next episode and on that stream. We'll be live tomorrow night. Should be with me on the Adequate playing here on Truly Bedrock. So I look forward to seeing you then.